he taught me everything I knew about ducks. They were big on brush. I mean, a lot of brush. Lots and lots and lots of brush.
Phil was a man that spent 98% of his time in God's creation. You know, chasing, okay, what God had created out of mallard ducks.
He started calling those ducks, and they responded, and the wind on them wings coming down, and them talking back to him, it just made the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
When I hear the term legacy, the first thing that comes to mind is what will be here after you're gone, right? Like, you can be a living legacy and leave a living legacy, but legacy to me is more so after I'm gone from this earth, what are people going to think about me? What are they going to say that I did, that I didn't do, all the things. And, you know, that's why as you're living this life, it's important to build that legacy. Tell the story while you're here of what you want to be told when you're gone.
Are you hot? He just sitting there like he's in deep thought.
Figure out how I got this hot.
Oh no. How about 375 pounds?
He's the only person that's ever called me fat boy, and I smiled about it, right? Like, and I'm cool with that, man. Like, he was just one of them, man. He could get away with the most brutally honest observation of you, and you just kind of smiled and nodded about it. And you know, that's you know, if I tried to do that with somebody, I'd probably get my teeth knocked out. But with Phil, you just kind of smile and said, "Oh, I'm in now." Like, and so it's a really cool thing to think back on. Right there, Phil. Right out in front of you. Kill him right there. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
All right.
He said, but one of these days, I'm gonna sell 1 million duck calls. And he pulled it off.
That's what really made us our videos good, because we would have just to wait till we got them in there totally 100% right. Now, if you were trying to kill ducks, you would get angry, you know, because you know, if you shot them all that were over there, you wouldn't have a video. So you just have to wait till we got them right there.
there's an art to doing it the way Phil did it. There was a reason that everybody bought the videos and the DVDs. It is truly a work of art that you can't appreciate until you take a camera with you, and that is a thing that Phil had great pride in. And because of that, we still take great pride in it.
Paranoia. Every day, about 8:30 to 9 o'clock, something wasn't going wrong. There had to be something done. So I kept singing that old song, something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear.
They won't admit it. You know, Jason and Phil Robertson both think I have said that I've never killed anything. But deep down in their heart, hey, I'm going to get mine. And they know it.
Hey, let the cameraman play it back. Shoot him.
Yeah, play it back.
Okay, it wasn't no boom, 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 no. Mine was boom. And then just, nothing come up. And I said, well, I'll kill all four of them. Then one trickled out. Y'all killed him. There you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You got to be able to take it. Okay? If you can't, you know, don't dish it out if you can't take it. Okay? And anytime you are spending any time around the Robertsons, you better have a pretty tough skin. Because we're going to tell it like it is.
No, I went to boom. And, and all of them hit the water. I said, well, there ain't no more ducks left.
Right, ain't nothing left to shoot, boys.
I don't know who was over in there with me, but
Well,
they were flying ducks until I pulled the trigger. Boom, and there wasn't more flying ducks. Then I just saw, I heard boom, boom, boom. I said, wonder what they shooting at. And I saw one way over. I said, well, let me try him. Boom, and look, lo and behold, he fell. So, son, I don't know where you were, but son, but I didn't see you do nothing.
You ain't looking then. You know, you got. I know you got good ear pieces,
I'll
but
just
you
tell
need to
you
get
what
some
happened.
glasses.
Boom, and then I saw the water splashing.
Cause you ain't looking right. Cause you trying to leave me out.
I was trying to figure out where. Now, number one, the first duck, I don't know what happened to him.
Phil killed 4, I killed 4. So
That's
I
8.
killed 3.
That's 11.
Jay killed 3. So we killed 4, 8, 12. We killed 15 ducks and there wasn't but 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody's doing a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Since I quit smoking, you know, about 4 years ago, I ain't blowing no smoke.
All I want to know is what grade did you make in geometry?
Hey,
That's all I want to know.
I didn't take geometry.
Oh, well, okay. That answers that. We answered that
You need to
problem.
take it, because you don't know your angles. Okay, I'm looking at the angle.
I took
If
geometry.
anybody shot the decoy, it was your stone.
No. Stop.
I can tell you
We're
exactly.
shooting
I'd show
like
you where I
this.
shot.
You're shooting like this.
No, I can show you where I shot. There was 3 ducks to the left of that flapper. That's where I shot, twice.
Me too.
And 3 ducks fell.
3 out of 3.
Yeah, no, 3 out of 2.
Here's what I do. Here's the difference between me and a crocodile, man, right here. To me, it's been my experience from going around all over the country that a lot of people have forgotten what ducks sound like. And that's a bad thing to forget.
Hey, Si, you want some out action?
I'm not gonna take the blame. You're in this duck blind. If they're 20 yards from me, they're 20 yards from you.
They what?
Well, I ain't taking the blame, Jack.
That duck speaks Spanish. That's why we getting fancy with these duck calls. Spanish duck calls. We call them pintails across the border. But down here, this is Bullosarius sprigaritus.
Like, he had these little weird knacks, and you know, stuff that, like, in the moment you're like, why does he keep asking that? But then once he's gone, you're like, man, I'd love to hear that one more time.
Are you ready?
Really?
Yep. So you're going to argue with me about who makes the best meatballs on planet Earth? The Italians make the best meatballs on planet Earth. Secondly, you see this? That's called a Benelli. Italian made, just like with the meatballs. It does that every time. And the odds of this hanging up is about the same odds as me having a hangover. Yay, Italia.
They're locked up on the hole.
The one thing that Phil never gets enough credit for is being a naturalist. He loved all things wild, not just for the hunting, but he just loved being in creation. And with that came a curiosity about creation. So if he had a plant, he didn't know what it was, he would pull it and bring it back to me.
Louisiana state flower. Pretty cool. That tree was here when Thomas Jefferson was president. I know it's 200, 250. I would say it was a little, might have been a smaller one, but it's been there a while. You know what, Martin? That's a big tree, real big.
If he, you know, had any questions about all those, you know, moist soil management, or when do we need water, when do we not need water, how do we get this, what do we do here, why are these trees dying but these aren't, we just really bounced a lot of ideas off of each other. And a lot of it came from my formal education, some of it came from trial and error, but man, really cool that a guy who was obsessed with ducks became obsessed with habitat. Because, you know, I love ducks too, but man, changing habitat and creating habitat and all those things, that's the fun part to me, because you have essentially a blank slate out there in front of you, and Phil's blank slate was his land. And, you know, that is, to be fair, Phil's land it's not much. Like, you wouldn't, if you saw it on a map and it came up for sale, there's one thing it's good for, and that's trying to make a duck hole out of it. It floods easy. It's, you know, it's very undesirable for anything not duck hunting. But for Phil, that blank canvas was everything. That was, in his mind, I believe, that's how he knew he had made it here on this earth. He had his land.
Drain it out. Get a food regime that ducks like on it, and deer. So we're within the confines of what the Almighty does naturally, or supernaturally, whichever way you want to look at it.
We're trying something new. We have a monstrosity of a beaver dam that's holding up all the water trying to drain the duck hole. So, buddy of mine, old bone breaker, he said, get some PVC, fill it up with tannerite, back off 100 yards, and stick the PVC down in the beaver dam, back off 100 yards, shoot the PVC. Boom. I think this is great work on. I wish Phil could be here to see this. Because for years we raking out beaver dams every morning with a rake. But this is brand new. We've never attempted this. I've heard of people doing it. It sounds effective and fun.
That's all she wrote.
Oh.
That makes you feel like a kid again.
Oh boy. I was shaking worse on that. Now I'm on a big buck.
No, Blue was the best retriever that Phil ever, owned. But boy, did he have some major crude and rude things that he would do. Okay, I'm trying to take a little nap. We hunt from daylight to dark. Well, that's about 3 o'clock. So I'm trying to take a little nap, and then next thing I hear water hitting my wader. I thought it was raining. No, it wasn't raining. Blue didn't come over there and took a leak on me. But it's a good thing I had the waders on. But that dog was, you talking about a bunch of issues.
But overall, I'd rate him as he's the greatest retriever as far as going and getting ducks there is. His problem was manners. His manners were not good. Lots of things he had to learn. Overall, I'd give him an A+ on pure retrieving. On manners, I'd give him a D. To all you dog lovers out there, I love that one there. But the time has come. Retirement has set in.
You can tell people that you went one day and you heard the old boy blow some duck calls, the old duck commander, and he's the one that baptized you. You remember the day. You can just walk down here, we'll walk back there, put you a change of clothes on, I'll baptize you into Jesus, you'll be saved. Please do that. Don't leave here unsaved.
I guess if I had to put my grandpa's legacy in a few words, it would just be faith, family, ducks. I mean, the classic, but it's so true. He would always say faith, family, ducks in that order, and I think that it sounds now cliche because we say it so much, but it's so true, and it was his lifeline.
I grew up knowing my grandfather was the duck commander, but that was never the main thing in our life or in his life. The big things he did, I saw more at church. and around the table.
I just did that for the ladies. Because I know they're sitting on the edge of their chair saying, oh, I hope he blows those duck calls.
The family's proud of it. I'll put it that way.
It's not going to help me when it comes to being raised from the dead. All the money in the world is never going to be able to raise me from the dead, right? Better keep first things first.
The way he acted, you could see Christ through him, because just seeing how he acted around Miss Kay, and he always let them kids of his know that he loved Miss Kay. He'd leave her notes, he'd do this, he'd do that, which helped me at home with my marriage. I would do little things for Paula, you know. I make her coffee every morning, wake her up. I make a cup of coffee and I go in there and I drop it down on the desk. Boom. She knows to get up then. I'll make her some toast or something, you know. So, just trying to be a good, honest person. And people see Jesus in me. That's what I want to leave behind.
I mean, when I think of Phil Robertson and the legacy that he left behind, obviously he changed the duck hunting world forever, right? It will never be the same because of Phil Robertson. So that's a pretty cool legacy, but that's not his coolest legacy. His coolest legacy is the one where he changed people's lives for eternity. And not only did he do that while he was with us, but he is still doing that in his absence. And that is the true definition of a legacy.
Blackwater, a cormorant cries, a wood duck song serenades a sunrise. Black coffee warms my lips, ain't gonna get any better than this. There's no doubt who made this place. When you're standing here, you can see his face. Well, I'm just glad to be part of the clan. Well, that's the life. That's the life of a duck man. Squirrels are barking at the dusk. There's no one here but God's creatures and us. Pick up a lemon, head back to the truck, eating from the hand of the man who created us. There's no doubt who made this place. When you're standing here, you can see his face. And I'm just glad to be part of the plan. Well, that's the life. Well, that's the life of a duck man. There's no doubt who made this place. When you're standing here, you can see his face. Well, I'm just glad to be part of the plan. That's a life. That's the life of a duck man.